Okay, so we are now in the last property of Laplace transformation, which is the division by t. So sa definition natin, if the Laplace of the function of t, if the Laplace of f of t is equal to f of s, then the Laplace of f of t over t is equal to the integral of f of u du limits from s to infinity, provided that the limit of f of t over t as t approaches 0 exists. Okay? So, yung pag-check ng limit natin, if nag-e-exist ba yung limit ng functions natin, is kayo na lang yung gumawa. Okay? Since nag-derivative naman kayo, nag-aral naman kayo ng limits. Okay? So we will assume na um, the limits of these functions sa examples natin exist. Okay? So let's try example number 1. F of t is equal to e raised to, no, that is 1 pala. It is equal to 1 minus e raised to t over t. Okay, so if you are going to check the limit of this function, it exists, and the limit of this function as t approaches 0 is equal to -1. You are going to apply L'Hopital's rule here. Okay, so una nating gagawin is to paghiwalayin natin to. This will be equal to the Laplace of 1 minus e raised to t over t is equal to the Laplace of 1 over t minus the Laplace of e raised to t over t. So that is our first step in solving the Laplace of this function by the division of t. And then, kunin natin yung Laplace transform ng ating mga functions. So, sa table natin, the Laplace of 1 over t is equal to 1 over, no, kunin natin is yung Laplace ng nasa numerator natin. So, the Laplace of 1, dito na lang. The Laplace of 1 is equal to 1 over s. And the Laplace of e raised to t from the table is equal to 1 over s minus 1. Since yung numerical coefficient ng t variable natin is 1. Okay? So, from here, lahat ng s palitan natin ng u. So, this will be equal to 1 over u. Tapos dito naman sa kabila, this will be equal to 1 over u minus 1. And then, itong mga new functions natin, new working functions natin, i-integrate natin with respect to u. Okay. So, our new working equation, the Laplace of 1 minus e raised to t over t is equal to the integral of 1 over u du limits from s to infinity minus the integral of 1 over u minus 1 du limits from s to infinity. So from here, let us apply now the integration. Integration natin, this will be equal to what is the integral of 1 over u du or du over u? That is ln of u. So this is ln u, and 1 over u minus 1 du is equal to ln u minus 1. Limits, of course, from s to infinity. Now, ito, pwede natin siyang i-rewrite. From the laws of natural logarithm, we can rewrite this into the law. ln of, since subtraction yung operation natin, we can transform this into u over u minus 1. Magdi-divide yung mga. So from here, if we try to substitute agad yung mga limits natin, if we try na ln of infinity over infinity minus 1, that is still infinity. The natural logarithm of infinity is undefined. So, hindi natin alam kung real ba siya or complex. So, para maiwasan yon, let us manipulate itong equation na to. Okay, so we could get a value. So, from there, we can factor out CU from the numerator and the denominator. So, this will be equal to ln of u times 1 over u times 1 minus 1 over u. Okay, so we can do that. And then limits from s to infinity. So we can cancel this. Okay, pag na-cancel na yan and then itry natin na i-substitute yung mga limits natin dito, we can get a value of a real value na real number. So this will be equal to ln 1 over 1 minus 1 over infinity. And we all know that 1 over infinity is 0. Tapos, minus ln of 1 over 1 minus 1 over s, being the lower limit. So, this will become 0. So, 1 over 1 minus 0. 1 over 1 is 1. And ln of 1, natural logarithm of 1 minus ln of 1 over 1 minus 1 over s. Ln of 1 is equal to 0. So, we are left with this. And then, i-simplify pa natin. This will be equal to negative ln of 1 over, kunin natin yung LCD. That will be equal to s minus 1. Tuloy natin dito. This will be equal to negative ln of s over s minus 1. Okay, so from there, dapat kasi yung ln natin, yung natural logarithm natin, it's positive dito. And 1 lang dapat yung numerical coefficient niya. Okay, so to get rid of this, ibalik natin ito into a form like this. Okay, so since division yan, magiging subtraction yung ating operation. This will be equal to negative ln times s minus ln of s minus 1. Okay. So, distribute natin si negative. This will be equal to negative ln of s plus ln of s minus 1. And then, ibalik natin ulit sa form na ganito. So, this will be equal to ln of s minus 1 since yan yung positive. And then, over s. So, this is our final answer for example number 1 in the division by t property of Laplace transform. Okay, so let us continue sa example number 2 naman tayo. And if you try to get the limit of the function as t approaches 0, the limit exists. Okay. So, we try to solve example number 2. F of t is equal to e raised to 40 minus e raised to negative 3t over t. Okay, so the first thing we should do is to get the Laplace transform of the function f of t. E raised to 40 minus, i-separate na natin siyang i-kunin, i-Laplace transform. So, e raised to negative 3t. So, this will be equal to e raised to 40, Laplace transform of e raised to 40. This is a equal to 4 and this is a equal to negative 3. So this will be equal to 1 over s mm, minus 4. Tama? S minus 4, yes. And this is 1 over S plus 3 since negative 3 yung ating A. And if we transform this into variable U, this will be equal to U minus 4. Tapos ito naman is 1 over U plus 3. Okay? So from there, pwede na tayong mag-integrate. So the Laplace of um, e raised to 4t minus e raised to negative 3t over t is equal to the integral of 1 over u minus 4 du limits from s to infinity minus the integral of 1 over u plus 3 du limits from s to infinity. So from there, we all know that the integral of these functions is equal to, let's continue here. This is equal to ln of u minus 4 minus ln of u plus 3 limits from s to infinity. And then we rewrite this will be equal to ln of u minus 4 over u plus 3 limits from s to infinity. And if we directly substitute yung mga limits natin, which is infinity, this will be equal to ln of infinity over infinity. Infinity over infinity is undefined or indeterminate. So this is not advisable to use. This equation is not advisable to use. So what we should do is gaya ng ginawa natin kanina, let us isolate CU or factor out natin CU. So this will be equal to U times 1 minus 4 over U over U times 1 plus 3 over U. Of course, limits from S to infinity. Okay, so we can cancel this. So we will be left with ln of 1 minus 4 over U over 1 plus 3 over U. Limits from S to infinity. So we can now substitute this one. This is equal to ln 1 minus 4 over infinity 1 plus 3 over infinity. Okay, and then minus ln 1 minus 4 over s over 1 plus 3 over s. We all know that 4 over infinity is 0 as well as 3 over infinity is 0. So 1 minus 0 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 minus 0 is 1. So ln of 1 is equal to 0. And we are left with this equation. So continue natin ulit dito. So this will be equal to negative ln of, ayusin natin, this will be s, tapos s minus 4. Dito naman sa baba is s, tapos s plus 3. Okay, so we can cancel si s dito sa denominators niya. And we will be left with negative ln of s minus 4 over s plus 3. Okay, since hindi natin kailangan ng negative dito, we can rewrite this as ln of s minus 4, ln of s minus 4 minus ln of s plus 3, and this will be equal to negative ln of s minus 4 plus ln of s plus 3. And from there, we can rewrite this again into ln of s plus 3 over s minus 4. So this is our final answer for example number 2. Yan. So that ends my discussion in the different properties of Laplace transformation.